Hello everybody, just a quick update. I went to Village Creek MX Park to a TCCRA race this past weekend. Hadn't been there in a long time, but it was pretty good. I hadn't ridden on a motocross track in probably 10 years, but had a good day of practice and had a flat on the rear, and that will come into play just a little bit. I hadn't started on a motocross track in a long time, and that was a lot of fun. I'm here on the end with the flow green backgrounds and hand guards. This will be the over 30 intermediate class, and I'm riding a 300 XCW 2009 model KTM, and got a pretty good start overall. I think I swept around the outside and ended up in about fourth. I think there were 8 or 9 people in the class altogether. Pretty hard packed and slick by the time the race came around, but they barred the motocross track a little bit. We had a good time on it. It was a bit interesting. Part of the track we ran backwards, so we were hitting jumps backwards, which had to be a little careful on. The backside of them really dropped away, but it was pretty good. Like I said, it was pretty fun. Wasn't a whole lot of land there, maybe 100 acres altogether. So the track they actually did a really good job. I think it was 8 miles even with 100 acres, and that was including parking. So really impressed with it. I was going good. I think I was in first by the end of the first lap, and I think maybe by the end of the third lap, or not, excuse me, by the middle of the third lap, I think I had about a minute lead. I think I'm in the lead here at this point, and real happy with my conditioning. Things are going good as far as that's concerned. I believe at this point, I think that's me coming over the hill right there. I believe at this point I've recognized that I've got a flat on the rear, unfortunately. I had a flat on Saturday, and we couldn't find anything in the tire, and I think it came back to haunt me. Whatever was in the tires obviously was still there, so I had this flat about halfway through the third lap, and I had to go about 3 more laps, and unfortunately it was one of those instances where people were coming by me, not too fast coming by me because I was still moving, but they were coming by me. The rear end was just kind of all over the place at this point. You see I'm kind of tiptoeing through the tulips for sure, and I think by the end of the race or towards the end of the race, this is the last lap, I'm in third, and that's fourth right behind me, and I'm doing all I can to stay in front of him. Almost went down, dropping down in that ditch there, but couldn't hold him off. It was just too squirrely, and he finally got around me. But that's okay. 4th place is not bad. I got to ride a lot, and my skills are coming back pretty quick.
These, Mr. Daniel, are pea targets.